it was done in 3 parts. One is on the road, second is road studio. And then at the end of that period, the people I was working on really kind of ran out of time. They're like, it's fun, but I gotta go. So at that point I was like, you do? Oh.
She had a lot at stake with this for some reason. It was in a good way. She really felt really attached to these songs, and she was wanted to make sure it was done right. And of course that goes for every other project she does. But there was a certain attachment that she had, and I can tell she really wanted this to be either 100% perfect or let's not do it at all.
At first, it was one of the worst things that I've ever experienced, because I thought all of this has just been wasted. A lot of the stuff that we tried in the studio, I just threw away, and then started trying to fit live pieces into pre-recorded pieces. Flying live performances from Sweden into another live performance in Rio, and try to justify those over a basic track. And it took every brain cell that I had to do that. And I think in the end, it feels like there are people playing. None of these people had ever played together on this record. They're all flown in. They never were in the same room. It's a totally mental record. It's reconstructed in a way that was. I really did think I was going to lose my mind, but in a funny kind of way, it made a lot of sense too, because then you gather this just giant football field size of little phrases, and you go, what could fit in what song? I mean, I was taking things from other songs, other years, and then constructing songs.
I do a different kind of thing, so I would never get involved in the kind of thing she does. That's not for me. The way she does it, her approach, I'd go crazy trying to do that.
It was me sitting in a studio with 1 million sound files, and it was so hard. At that point, I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop doing this. I can't, because I had to write, engineer, and figure out every technical problem. I was just sitting there, staring at a screen with files on it. And I really thought I was going to lose my mind. It was so much stuff. And at that point, it was like 25 songs, all in various states of, and everyone had left. And I was like, yeah. Okay, what am I gonna do? I was gonna give up because it was simply too daunting and too lonely. So. I'm kind of crying about it every day, and I was just like, oh, why did you say woo? And finally, Lou said, and that's Lou Reed, the guitar player, and my husband, and my best friend of 19 years, got a little sick of hearing this, and said, listen, I'm going to sit with you until you finish it. And I said, no, you're joking, right? Who would do that?
Sometimes it's useful to have somebody else come in who loves and admires the thing you're working on, but maybe has a little bit of distance. And the author may be so deep in her case, 106 tracks. What do you do with 106 tracks? It's almost...
He became familiar with the million little pieces. And it was a way for me to kind of go, okay, well, it could either go these 6 ways, and you go, number 3.
It's useful it's useful to have someone you could trust who's on your side, not trying to represent the point of view of the record company or their own, whatever it is, just help you get where you wanted to go with the thing as soon as possible.